right? So, you know, a couple hundred here or there. Here's a tool that you can use to explain those estimates. So if you look at the bottom of the page, there's a link. I blew it up. It's gray. It's almost invisible. You click on it, and it says Zestimate Values and Accuracy. When you click on it, there's a chart. It's an accuracy table. So you can drill in by county, by major metro area, and what you're going to find is an accuracy table based on your area. So for the New York, Northern New Jersey metro area, you can see that we give ourselves 3 out of 4 stars, which is pretty good for us. And 69% of the time, we're within 20% of the final sales price. Soak it in. Soak it in. So, think about having this at your disposal. Think about printing this off and showing it to somebody when they're stuck on his estimate, whether it be high or low. It shows us, or it'll show your client that, even we're saying we have some work to do in certain areas. And so if they're really stuck on that estimate, this can help, explain why you're the expert and why you knew about Zillow and how his estimate might be off. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Is that kind of useful?
Why isn't it light gray at the bottom?
Why do you think? So, HomeFacts automatically update with the listing feed. So, if your listing is coming in and we have out-of-date HomeFacts, your listing information is going to update our information, and we're going to recalculate the Zestimate 3 times a week. The Zestimate is tucked into the middle of the page, and your sales price is going to be right towards the top when your listing comes in. Another tool that you have is, this is a listing on Zillow. You can see the Zestimates towards the middle of the page. I'm just going to blow that up real quick. You see the Zestimate, you see the price range. This home was listed, I think, for $850,000. Underneath the Zestimate, there's a My Estimate area where a homeowner can go in and claim their own home and talk about all the improvements they've made. And it'll show the owner's estimate. They can just plug a number. Secondly, there's an agent comment area you can see. You can actually go in there on all of your listings and comment on the Zestimate if you think there needs to be a comment. In this case, the Zestimate's too low. It's a 3-bed, 3-bath view home, completely remodeled to the studs, new beds, new baths, mother-in-law. It goes on and on, right? So when someone sees your comment next to that Zestimate, when the home's listed for a different price, it can be pretty useful. It's right underneath the Zestimate on your listing, in the middle of the page. How many people knew about this before? So you learned at least one thing today, right? Yeah?
So I'm assuming that you're saying you can only make a comment on your own listing.
Absolutely. Only on your listings. Yeah, you wouldn't want to get into having a comment on everybody's listings. Okay, so my answer to what the consumers want and who's delivering it is pretty obvious. Consumers want it all, and Zillow.com is helping you deliver it. Consumers want all the information at their fingertips. I mean, that's what started Zillow. Lloyd and Rich sat down. They're like, we don't have as much information about our home as we want. So they, gathered up all the public information they could get and, started Zillow. So everybody could have the information about their home. Consumers want to be in control of the information they're getting. They want to go on their terms and go to the website and do their own exploring. Consumers want to know who is giving them that information, whether it be a tax assessor's office or a Zestimate, that's put on by Zillow. They want to know who's giving it to them. And they want it all for free right now. Like right now. Like instant response, they want it now. How do we know, about our consumers? We ask them all the time on site surveys. 50% of our 13 million unique visitors a month are buying or selling within the next 24 months. And 43% of the visitors haven't found an agent yet. And 42% of the home shoppers are approved or pre-qualified for a home loan. So the first question people are asking, right, what do consumers want? They want to know how much their home is worth. So they go to Zillow and they type in their address of their home, and they get something like this. An overhead picture of the home, their Zestimate, and all the information that we've got about the home. People want to know what's for sale or rent in their neighborhood. So people go to Zillow and they type in their neighborhood, and what they get is an interactive map where they can zoom into the particular street. They can just look at a whole bunch of listings underneath the map. But after they get to this area and they choose a rental or a for sale property, they get something like this. A listing, unlimited amounts of pictures, and some agency contacts. And they're just looking to see what's for sale. They're going to Zillow. The next question, and I think this is a really important question that we're answering these days. Which agent should I work with? Did anybody notice the reviews aspect of the site that just launched? Did we get that email? Anybody? Yeah. Okay. So what we've done is we're allowing you to get reviews and testimonials from your previous clients, and we're posting them on your profile on Zillow. And starting, it's either this week or next week, those reviews, those stars, are going to be next to your name around the website. So can you see how important it might be to get a review done like this week if it's going to be showing up around the website next week? Does everybody have at least one happy client? So after you send a review to that client, they send it back to Zillow. Zillow then reviews the review. It's pretty straightforward. Local knowledge, process expertise, responsiveness, negotiation skills. They'll type in a short, blurb, and then it'll be posted right underneath your profile. Next question. Can I get a low rate on a mortgage? Consumers are going to Zillow and checking out the mortgage marketplace. The mortgage marketplace is an area where we have local lenders advertising rates. And what happens is when a consumer clicks on one of those rates, they get more contact information, and we're just really partnering people that want to do more business with our consumers who just happen to be the most affluent consumers on the net. Next question, can I get some free advice? So consumers are coming to Zillow and they're going to the advice section. And I know Sarah touched on this quickly before, but this is your resource. You can go in there and participate as much as you like. And you can actually subscribe to your local neighborhood. So whenever anybody asks a question in Hastings on the Hudson, you get an email alert that this person asked a question. And that question might be, first-time buyer, figuring out a fair sales price. A softball question that's right up your alley that you can go in there and showcase your expertise. And over time, as you participate, you're going to get more clients. So the last thing I was touching on is they want more information, they want it free, and they want it right now. So this is a cool graph about the importance of agent response time in the selection process. Obviously, it's pretty important. 70% of internet buyers think it's extremely important how fast you're responding. Check this one out. The expectations about response time. They think it's really important for you to respond, but 36% of people think that you should be responding instantly. And the next 20% of people think that you should be responding within 30 minutes. So that's about half of the people think that you should be responding within 30 minutes. This is the odds